Hey, beautifuls. So, today I want to talk about really two things. I want to introduce EFT tapping and I want to talk about trauma. So, if you are new to me, I am Goddess LaMeel of LaMeel.com, Goddess University, Goddess Life Ministries, and I am a goddess coach, teach manifesting women how to tap into their feminine energy and use that energy to manifest their ideal dream lives and situations and things and all of the stuff. But I'm also a mother of 8, the grandmother of 5, and there are times when things happen, right? Life happens, and I've been teaching a lot of my healing techniques, and I've got a live program that's coming up on the 11th, and EFT is very much in alignment with that because we work with the meridians, and working with the meridians and tapping is based on the concept of acupuncture, but instead of using needles, you're using your fingers to tap on those meridian points to release blockages. So I figured I would use this opportunity from my own life to hopefully help others, right? So like I said, I've got 8 children. If this runs long, the full version will be on my YouTube channel, and I'm also going to do 2 additional tapping sessions because that's what this really is going to be. One I will do for the release of drug addiction, or if you are with someone who has an addiction, because that was part of a topic from the live that I did the other night. And the other one will be if you have a loved one that is facing some mental, emotional type of illness. Okay, so back to my reason that I'm doing this video today is because one of my children was in an accident last night, and they're fine. But in the process, in those few minutes of trying to determine, were they okay? What kind of help did they need? What was wrong, right? When you're a parent, you're instant, or someone who loves someone who is having an issue or has been in an accident or whatever, you're traumatized too. You're traumatized. You are 100% traumatized. How do you fix that? Because you can't, just like you can't manifest from a place of fear, anger. You can harness your anger, but really it's the fear and the doubt you can't manifest from. You can't fix a situation. You can't heal someone else. You really can't help and support someone else from a place of fear. So instantly to hear that my child was inconsolable, a distance that I could not get to them immediately, didn't know exactly where they were, trauma set in, right? And I used to suffer from PTSD, and the other one that means like continuous PTSD. So when you are faced with that, now this could be triggered by anything, it doesn't have to be the hurting of a child, but whenever you are faced with trauma, there's a couple of things you should do. So the first thing I did was I tapped into my energy of healing, of what some may refer to as prayer. I immediately began that and doing the work to protect them from any further harm, very specific to the situation. The next thing I did was I addressed the trauma that I knew I was experiencing. So this is the bottle. It's called K2. This is the 1 ounce bottle. You can also get this in a 1/2 ounce bottle. You can get this from my apothecary, Lux and Light. It's in the link. But what this does is it relaxes the nervous system immediately, regardless of what the trauma is. it relaxes the nervous system. So now I've set out my protection with the energy of needing to protect my child, right? That mother lion kind of energy, so that it was strong, that it was fast, that it was instant. And then I calmed my nervous system down so that I could think through and be able to help them and resolve the situation as soon as possible, and not from a place of fear, so that I could come back into my body and do what needed to be done in that situation immediately. This does that. Once my nervous system had relaxed, it takes less than 5 minutes. The next thing was, addressing the situation we were in. When I knew they were safe, I realized still there was blocks and there was shock in my nervous system within my body. It was locked in my body, in my muscles, in my soul, because my baby was hurting, right? That's when EFT comes in. When you're in a safe place, they're in a safe place, and you need to release, and you don't wait, right? These are things that you do one after the other. So I did my prayer. I set my candle. I took my K2, and then once the situation was stabilized, I did my EFT. Now, I had to do this tapping probably about 5 times before I was, a few times last night, a few times this morning, before my nervous system was fully okay. Now, will it evoke more emotion when I do it with you, which is what I'm going to take you through? Possibly. But the more you do it, I'm no longer at a 10. I'm no longer at 100, right? I started at 100, came down to a 7, went from a 7. So you start off by rating where you are. This is a form of really psychological acupressure. And so you're tapping the meridians. The meridians are the same meridian energy systems that I talk about when you're locking your energy, when you're protecting yourself, when you're releasing energy. The video where I showed that you can see if there's weakness in one of your body systems, it is one of the meridian systems that I'm speaking of. So I'm going to do the tapping with you, and you can repeat after me. So if you've never done this before, everyone uses different points. The points that I will use is I will start with the karate chop point, which is here on the side, the fatty part of your hand. I do the top of my head, tip of my eyebrows, side of my eyebrows, under my eye, my nose, my chin, right here on the chest, and then I'll do under the arm, and then I go back to the top of my head. Okay, so here we go. Starting with the karate chop point. Take a deep breath. Even though I feel overwhelmed with fear, and you're repeating after me, if you can. Even though I feel overwhelmed with fear and anxiety about my child's safety, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel hopeless and unable to protect my child from harm, I choose to love. I choose to love them. I choose to honor the love I have for them and find peace within myself. Still chopping here. Even though I carry this heavy burden of parental anxiety, I'm open to releasing it and embracing a sense of calm and trust. Now we're going to tap through the points. I feel so scared for my child's safety. I worry consistently about what could happen to them. I love my child so much, and I just want to keep them safe. But sometimes I feel like, and I know that I can't protect them from everything. And it just breaks my heart to see them in pain. But I choose to release this fear and anxiety from my body and my mind. Even though I still feel some anxiety, I choose to trust that my child is surrounded by love and protection. Even though I may not be able to shield them from every hardship, I trust in their resilience and their strength. Even though I can't control everything, even though I sometimes want to control everything, I choose to focus on what I can do to support and nurture my child. I trust in the universe to keep my child safe. I release the need to control every outcome. I choose to focus on the loving relationship and the joy that I have with my child. I am a capable parent. I send my child love and light wherever they go. I release my fear and anxieties from knowing that they no longer serve me. I'm grateful for the opportunity to nurture and protect my child. They're going to be okay. I accept the fact that children come through us. They do not belong to us. I accept the fact that my child has to walk their own path and be on their own journey. And that sometimes their decisions are not the decisions that I would make for them. But I love them anyway. I know that they're capable. I know that they are divinely protected. I know that I've taught them well. I know that they will learn from these lessons. And I trust that they will build a better life from their experiences. And I know that they know I will always be here for them. They are safe. They are loved. I am safe. And we are happy. Take a deep breath. Now, you want to look at where your level of anxiety is compared to where it was when it started. And it's normal to feel concern. It's normal to be triggered. It is normal to be in pain when your child's in pain. But you don't have to let the fear and the anxiety when you have a sick child or a hurt child control you. You need to trust in your session. You can leave a different scenario in the comments. I'll be happy to do them. They're very healing. And I do this for everything, even for manifesting. So if you'd like to see what one looks like for manifesting, let me know. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I'll put the information about right in here somewhere about the upcoming live to learn how to do some of these things on your own and heal yourself and all of your meridians. The K2 that I take, like I said, is available in the Lux and Light Apothecary, which is in the link. And I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.